Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopefully elect that are scattered abroad. To you, I want to say Shalom. I came up about this article on Facebook. It's called IFL Science, which stands for I fucking love science. But I forgot what they posted, the reason why I joined the group. But I joined it and just forgot about it. And then this had popped up, on my timeline, and I just wanted to go into it. It was posted on the 14th. But the title of it is For the First Time in Centuries, the world's population will decline in a few decades. Alright. And it's saying for the first time in modern history, the global population is projected to decline within the next century, bringing with it a revolution in the story of our human civilization and profound shifts in the way people live their lives. The world's population currently stands at around 7.8 billion people. That number is forecasted to grow over the next few decades and peak in the year 2064 at around 9.7 billion people before falling to 8.8 billion by year 2100, according to a new study published in The Lancet. It says the last time that global population decline was in the mid 14th century due to the Black Plague. And I got that queued up. Let's say the Black Death, also known as the pestilence, the great mortality, or the plague, was the deadliest pandemic recorded in human history. The Black Death resulted in the deaths of up to 25 to 200 million people in Eurasia and North America, and North Africa, peaking in Europe from the year 1347 to 1351. The disease caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis was the cause. Pestis infection most commonly results in bubonic plague that can use septicemic or pneumonic plague. I think that's what it say. But if you've been watching news, they saying that the bubonic plague is back. They found it in a squirrel. A squirrel tested positive for it. But this Black Death, killing people, from 25 to 200 million people. You know, all those people was the Israelites, man, back then. Okay, and he say the Black Death was the beginning of the second plague pandemic. The plague created religious, social, and economic upheavals with profound effects on the course of European history. Alright, I ain't gonna read all of it. I just wanted to bring it up to show y'all what it was. But I defined the word upheaval, and it say a violent or sudden change or disruption to something. And that's what the coronavirus is doing, man. It changed the way you live, man. You know, it they shut down the country because of the coronavirus. You know, to change your life, you got to walk around with masks on now, man. You know, but reading on, they say if our forecast is correct, it will be a first-time population decline is driven by fertility decline as proposed, as opposed to events such as a pandemic or famine. Stan Immovalset, led study author and professor of global health at the Institute of Health Metrics and evaluation, IHME, told FIL Science. All right, and it's driven by fertility decline because parenthood plays a part in it, man. Esau killing off the fetus by birth control and vaccines, Not to mention, we breathing in these chemtrails and eating these GMO foods, man. We can't receive the nutrients our body's supposed to have because we eat fake foods, man. Which lead me to Salakia, Ezekiel, Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, and Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, whether I will drive them, man. So, hey, here in captivity, we're eating all types of stuff, man. For one thing, we aren't supposed to eat pork, but that's in everything, man. Basically, Then they sliding in horse meat, fetus meat, all types of stuff, man. We eating fake foods, man-made stuff, you know. But reading on, it say up to 23 countries could see their populations shrink by more than 50%, include Japan, Thailand, Italy, Spain, Portugal, South Korea, and other countries marked by a low birth rate and aging population. Even China, a country often associated with unfederated population growth, is set to fall from 1.4 billion people in 2017 to 732 million in 2100. While the global trend is one of declining world population, some parts of the world are forecasted to see a rise in population numbers. This includes North Africa, the Middle East, and most prominently Sub-Saharan Africa, which is set to triple over the course of the century from 1.03 billion in 2017 to 3.07 billion in 2100. The new study by researchers from the IHME at the University of Washington School of Medicine looked at how mortality, fertility, and migration will affect the global population over the coming 80 years using data from the Global Burden of Disease Study 2017. It also accounts for how war, natural disasters, and climate change may affect the number of deaths in different parts of the planet. All right. And I'm gonna just stop there. You can read this article. You know, um, but these wars, so like these wars and natural disasters and climate change, are all being controlled by this devil Esau, man. Because the higher level Edomites are funding both sides of the wars and using CERN and HARP to control the weather, and depopulating the earth, which is part of their agenda to bring on the New World Order. Hey, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, man. So off the bat, I'm gonna go to the book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11. This the point, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. And that's the point, man. That's why you seeing these years, the year 2064 and the year 2100, because their pride has deceived them in thinking that they shall rule forever, man. You know, but judging through the spirit, we don't have another 2 to 3 years here, man, in captivity. Lord's willing. I'm gonna go to This is second Esdras 9, and I'm gonna start at 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou will understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. Alright. And that's what's going on now, man. You seeing uproars of the people. We still have earthquakes in diverse places, and the devil Esau, is about to come down with great wrath through his vaccines and his swords, which is killing instrument, but ultimately these nuclear missiles. You know, then the famine. You can't forget about the famine. He helping that come to pass by dumping thousands of gallons of milk. Which we don't supposed to be drinking that anyway. That's for the baby cow, not for human consumption. You know, but he's shutting down the meat factories. Due to his COVID-19 creation. He killing off all the crops. You know, but I'm gonna end it here in the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. You know, hey, and that's his main focus, man, to come back and get his people, man. Come get his people out of captivity, man. Mainly his elect. But Lord willing, hey, this be the year we get up out of here, man. But if not, hey, we just another year closer to the end. But either way it go, hey, we at the end. We at the last seconds of our grace period, man. It's about to go down. You know, we can see that, but hey, you got to have spiritually, you got to have eyes to spiritually see this, man. So with that being said, Lord willing, this was edifying. And to you, I want to say shalom.